I am hoping that already on your calendar is March 29th. That's when Emma's Revolution is coming. They're a great nationally known, internationally known folk duo. They're coming with a special guest. And not only are they great music, they're Unitarian Universalists. They have played here at First UU before. It's been a few years, but it's going to be great to welcome them back, especially at this time when we need music and community and connection to be able to help ground us and to connect us with our sense of agency and capacity for action and making a change and a difference. So you can buy tickets through our website. It takes you to their website and you can buy online. And I think at some of our coffee hours, some of the volunteers who are helping to make this happen are selling paper tickets as well. So please, I hope that you will talk it up with your friends and your neighbors, other UUs that you know who are within traveling distance to come see Emma's Revolution. A part of our mission is to care for each other and our community. We do this in many ways. Some of them are informal and some of them are formalized. We do have a care network, and that care network includes a shawl ministry. It includes a meal train coordination if you need meal support for after something has happened. Perhaps you've had a death in the family, or perhaps you're recovering from an illness or a surgery. Or if there's a new kid in your family, that's another good reason. And we have This Loving Community, TLC. It's a weekly message where we share joys, sorrows, and gratitudes. Now, we don't get a chance on Sunday mornings to share verbally what's going on in our lives. We're just too big of a congregation for that. I'm really thankful that we have the stone ritual for us to be able to connect with intention to whatever it is we're feeling when we do that stone ritual, but to be able to share the joys, sorrows, and gratitudes, we need a different way. And we've created the weekly TLC message that goes out to Community Messenger. So it doesn't go out to social media, it stays within the community of First UU. Now, people have not been submitting things to this, and that could be we're still very much in an experimental phase. I wasn't quite sure what would happen with this, bringing it this far north into New England, where there are some strong feelings about privacy. I don't know if that's what the thing is, but I just really want to invite you to risk being known by your community, sharing small, medium, and large things that are on your heart, joys, sorrows, and gratitudes. You can fill out this form by going on our website. I've put an image of a screenshot of where you go, hoping that this will help kind of jog your brain and just invite you to do so. If you do it before Friday at noon, you can request that something be included in my prayer, and I can pray for you without even naming you, but you can also choose to have just your first name shared or your whole name shared, right? You decide how much. If you submit before Sunday, I think maybe at noon too, you can ask for it to be included in the TLC message that goes out via Community Messenger. So we ask that people submit them for themselves, or if you're submitting it on behalf of someone else, you get their consent first. This is another date you should put on your calendar. April 12th, Saturday night, we are holding our spring auction. This is an annual fundraiser that helps sustain this place and this people. What I love about our auction is the diversity of items that are offered that run the gamut in terms of being accessible across the economic continuum that is true in our congregation. There are experiences that are a flat rate of $10, and there are experiences that will be bid up, making money for the congregation and bringing fun to those who gather. Some of the items are really focused on community building, like getting together for dinners where you meet other people, perhaps people you don't know or know well, doing activities outdoors, going out on the lake. Some of them are actually items that people might value, and I don't know if this year there are anything like places to go away to, places to stay. If you have something like that, I hope you'll submit it. The auction team is looking for items submitted right now and in the next few weeks. We'd really like to bump it up so that we have a sense of how robust it will be. The auction itself has a theme, Night Out at the Ranch. So coming to the auction will be a chance to have a little bit of fun. I'm pretty sure you don't have to dress up, but if you've got cowboy boots, which I do, and you've got a hat, which Tony does, I hope that you will have fun and show up. It's for all of us. One of the other things I want to tell you, and this is like calendar planning far in advance, is that on Sunday, May 25th, here in Burlington, that is typically Marathon Sunday, and it's my understanding that we cancel services because it's really hard and sometimes impossible to get here to the meeting house on Sunday because there's a bunch of people who are running. Now, I am not a big fan of not holding spiritual space at least once a week. I know there was a time when there were no Sunday services here the whole summer long, and I appreciate that I am ministering in a time when that's not the case. But this Sunday, Marathon Sunday, May 25th, we're actually going to try something different. And I'd like to have you put it in your calendar if you're going to be in town, which is we're going to hold a service in the later afternoon. After all the marathoners have stopped marathoning and there's easier access to downtown. Probably around 4 o'clock, we'll still work out that. But if you're around, why don't you plan to come? And because it's at 4 o'clock, it's going to be a little bit different than we used to. We're going to experiment a bit. So put it on your calendars, and I hope to see you there.